Hi, I'm Pam Brown. I'm with Pampered Gardeners, and we're going to talk today a little bit about how to work with your homeowners association for implementing Florida-friendly landscapes. The first thing you need to do when working with your homeowners association is make sure you understand what the documents that came with your deed specify. There will be landscaping documents, and you need to read them carefully before you even begin. The good thing is that the Florida legislature passed a law that says that homeowners associations cannot prevent homeowners from implementing Florida-friendly landscapes. However, you do have to get them approved through your board. They can set some regulations to make that happen. So the first thing, read your documents. Then you want to keep a positive attitude and be cordial. Your board is a volunteer group of people in your neighborhood. They're not the enemy. If you're working with a landscape designer or a landscape company, be sure that you already have your plan done so that you can submit it at the same time you do the other documents. Have pictures of the plants that are going to be incorporated into your landscape so that they can see exactly how it might look once it's finished. All of these things are important. If you have all of this stuff together when you go to the board, I think you'll have a much better chance of getting your landscape design approved. When I decided that I wanted to transform my landscape, I do live in a homeowners association that's deed restricted, and I did go through all of the steps that I previously have outlined, but I did it pretty much in one fell swoop. I killed the grass, killed all of the grass that was here, and then after the grass had died, I planted all of my plantings here. It took about a year for it to look very mature and like you see it now, where you have green covering the ground. One of the things about a Florida-friendly landscape, it does not mean that you can have just rocks or mulch and a few plants. You do need to have a systematic landscape. That many homeowners associations will tell you they want to have at least 60 to 80% of the ground covered. So that means that you have to have planting material in that much of the landscape. So plan for that when you're doing your design. This is an example of the type of design that you might get from a professional designer, where you have pictures of how the plants will actually look in the landscape, but you don't have to go that route. You can draw your design yourself, decide which plants you want, where you want them planted, then go to the internet or some other location to get pictures of those plants so that you can provide both of those to your board when you present your packet for change. Rain barrels are a great way to conserve water. Rain is free. You can use it to water your plants in pots. You can water plants in your landscape with it. And if you live in a homeowners association, you can still have a rain barrel. I live in a homeowners association, and the main restriction for me was that it couldn't be visible from the front of the house. And it's very easy to camouflage them so that they aren't. So consider rain barrels. If you live on a conservation easement like I do, I actually back up on Brooker Creek Preserve, you might want to be more cautious with herbicides and pesticides and with water conservation and fertilizers, because you don't want to be polluting that natural area. You may also get some of that wildlife venturing into your backyard, and you wouldn't want them to be eating things that might be poisonous to them. That is a challenge sometimes when you do especially have deer in your vicinity.